Hey guys, it's Snipezy, welcome back to Blueprints. We're playing Curse mode. Let's continue. Day 22. Hopefully we can make some more progress. We shall see. I don't really have like much of a plan, but if I see anything that I know I need, then I'll just grab it. Tomorrow days could be helpful. And we got 2 extra gems since we got the morning room from the previous day. Ah, a tomb. That could be helpful. I did solve the puzzle earlier. There's no negative to black rooms as well, they're actually good. They're similar to blue rooms that they don't have any negative effects. Oh, that is tempting. So dead ends will give us money. And we've opened it up. We could possibly swim to the other side to open the room. I'll give it a shot. We haven't had the tomb in a while. So, I've already solved the puzzle in there, so I'm not going to go down. You know, steps are precious. Okay, pretty good. I'll go for the storeroom. Okay. Very low, very low on steps. So what I'm gonna do is do this. Oh, I might have messed up the run. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna restart that because that was not good. Alright, so it's still day 22. My bad for messing that up. Although, it wasn't looking very promising. Tool shed, that's fine. Oh, that's a rubbish item. I'll take a hammer. I don't think I've had a magnifying glass in the shed before. Now that I think about it. No chest? We also have the foundation, which is great. Try the parlour. Alright, what we got? This box is empty. A box with a false statement is empty. There are 2 false statements. Let's say that one is false. A box with a false statement is empty. Let's say that's false. There are 2 false statements, that's true. I think it's this one. No, it's empty. It's so that was true. I don't know. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yep. The logic was not logicking. 4, 3. It's best if I go back. I need steps. There we go. And not a bedroom. I'll take a pool though. Pool's good. Grab that. I'll come back for the closet. Yeah, I'll go for the bedroom. Bad bedroom. Okay. Let's go back for that thing. Commissary is there as well. Dead end. Now I think about it, it's not really a great place for a commissary. But we don't have money anyways, so we'd have to come back if we have enough money. Don't know if there's an item in there or not. So I'll go in here first. Oh, this last one. Okay. Good. Ooh, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Or I could get this. That's like a really rare room, I think. But it wastes all my gems though, so no. No. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't falling for it. Sometimes there's an item in here, not always. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll take the hit. don't like any of those choices. Pump room. I don't know if that's like a good option or not with the pump room. I'll go for security. Rate a game. Rating. I hate all those options. This one's probably the one that's okay. Oh my god, that sucks. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Yeah. Oh. Key. Okay. Oh yeah, we had this before. Alright. Four doors. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to go this way. Alright, I'm back. Let me just have a look at the map so I can refamiliarize. Okay. Oh, well, that's not a great choice, is it? The rooms are going to be locked no matter what. Oh, gosh. It's not bad. It's not terrible. If I did go for this one, it's not bad. Oh, I can't! Because of the freaking gems! Man, I'm gonna have to get lucky with this choice now. Let's go for this one. Oh my god, yes! Is it open now? Yes it is, okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright. Let's just do the rest of our thing. Okay. So let's take water out of... I could do the fountain actually. I'm thinking the fountain, but I need the basement key. That's the only problem with the fountain. If I drained it, I could try it. So the fountain is number one. Let's see, fountain. No, I'm not talking to you. S-I-R-I, woman. Phone. I was looking at my phone and I was like, excuse me. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the game. It's usually when I say like, let's see. Sometimes. She's a bit special like that. So number one, it's pump 2 and it can go to both. Okay. So we need to fill up the other pumps with water. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. Tank 1. So, yeah. Alright. So tank 1, that's done. Now, the fountain is number 1. Yep. We're gonna just drain the fountain, I think. And we can put water in the kitchen. I don't know what water in the kitchen does, to be honest. Pour the water back in. Oh, wait. Wait, what? 2. Oh. Wait, what? I want to put the water back in. What? Hmm. Oh yeah, it's the other way around. Duh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Okay. That's actually not bad. Okay, fountain. Let's see if I can do this. So there's 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be able to do this. 6 is tank. Pool. Tank 1. Okay. So I need to fill up tank 1 with pump 2. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's put it in the middle for now. Yeah. There's 2. Okay. Is this gonna work? Oh yeah, I think we need the power for this one. Hmm. Have I got the nursery? Yeah. Select, okay. We'll just do this then. Okay. So I think I have to put all of the water in there. Yeah. I won't have enough for the reservoir as well. We got to completely drain the fountain. So I need to put that in there. There you go. Yeah, I think I get pump 2 now. Basically, if it's pump 2 that it goes into, it works like these individually, but it connects to both. Yeah, I think I get that now. Okay, so the fountain is drained. So, if I get to the antechamber, I should be able to unlock it. I think it's good to keep it open. Charming cottage. Yeah, I think it's a good option to keep it open. Keeping options open. So that if we want to go down there, we can do so. And there'll be some money waiting for us. So, yeah. I think that'll be a good option. Alright. So, as we can see over here, it's drained. I only put a few coins over there. I'll go for this one because there's was it the we got some of those done. Would be cool if I did get the chest thing, but I don't think I'd be able to do the chest puzzle in Curse mode. Probably be too difficult. Not enough spaces. I swear there was. Oh yeah, there's those. Yeah, yeah. There wasn't anything else in here though, I don't think. So, I mean, it's a bit costly with the gems, but it gives us an option to get a room that has apples. Because I think every classroom has an apple in it. And the classrooms, they have quite a handy trick actually. You can like rotate the rooms depending on how many like drafting rooms you have, because you have like the different categories. Yeah, let's go for this one. So while drafting in the classroom, you may draw new floor plans. One time for each drafting room. So like the library, for example. So I'll go for the library. And then this. Yeah. We got that. Reddington. Oh yeah. So that Oh, that shows off the locations. Oh yeah, so it's for that puzzle, the one with like the different continents. I think it's to help you figure out where the places are. Yeah. You'd have to like take a picture of it and, you know, use it for later on. Green rooms don't cost gems. This will cost a gem to use. It's a bit risky, but I'll go for it. Alright. Alright. So yes, there is an apple right here. Let's see what we get first. I'll go for the parlour. I think that's a good choice. So let's have this apple. And there's like a whole trophy that you can get with the classrooms. I've already done it before. So, yeah. Alright, which puzzle is it? Because I got the other one wrong. The box next to this box is false. The box next to this box is true. Well, there's two. The box next to this box contains gems. A box next to this box is true. Let's say that's true. That's true. That one's false. Let's say this one is the one with the gems. Yeah. Because it says a box, so yeah, it's quite a bit of a trick question, really. Quite nasty. Quite nasty to have a trick question like that. Let's actually go for the den, because it gives us both. Great. I'm actually going to go for the pantry. An apple. Secret passage. Ooh. That will cost me a key though. That will cost me a key as well. I could go for a shop maybe. So we got oh yeah, all terrace because cost of green rooms is reduced. Courtyards should make a nice position. Bedroom, we don't have the nursery yet, but I don't want to put a nursery in that spot because it'll block us off. I think a green room would be a good choice. May as well take advantage of that little pick that we have. I'll go for it. So we already got the allowance here, just need to dig those. So that's open. Let's see what's over here. Classroom. Closet. Go for the closet. Gem and a key. I think there was something in there as well. But I'm not going to go there at the minute. Go this way. Yeah, kitchen's not bad. I can use it to buy some food. Classroom again. Dead end though. I don't like either of these. I'll just go for a bedroom. No items. Okay. That's fine. I just don't want to waste that key, so I'm not going for it. Okay, let me see what I draft here first. Yeah, okay, good. That was a good call. That's... Corridor, have to. Gotta go for it. Alright. I might be able to somehow get to the back of the foundation. Courtyard, workshop. Oh, they're all so good. They're all good choices. The only problem with the courtyard is there's a chance for a security door to show up, and I don't have that particular room. What items do I have right now? Car keys. Rank 5. I think there was a gem in that spare bedroom. I'm going to be a bit risky. There might be a shovel in here. Okay, no security doors. Good. Okay, we've got a hammer. Hammer is okay. Okay. Hallway. Yeah. Alright, I have an idea. Grab this. So I'm actually going to go back over here. Open this door. Oh, it's locked. Dang it. I have to go for the workshop. Battery. We don't have the broken lever though. So, can't make anything good really. Need a key. Dang it. They're all locked. All those doors are locked. So. That's unfortunate. I didn't get that many keys. So many locked doors. crazy. I don't have the shovel either, because that would have really been good if I did get that. That sucks. Shovel probably could have helped me out because it would have given me the chance to dig up keys. Man, that really sucks. The RNG was not on my side. We made it far though. I was just hoping it would give me a room to like somehow get keys. Okay. These are good items. The metal detector is good for finding keys, so yeah. I probably should have played it safe and used the morning room when I found it, but it's okay. Yep, always go for that breakfast nook. Let's open this door first. Yep. And we'll go for the key. Courtyard. That's quite early to get one, but it is pretty decent. I'll get the gem back with the watering can, so I don't think it's a bad choice. Yeah. I'll go for it. Pantry. Let's actually go for the bedroom. Because we'll get the steps back when we go back this way. We'll go for the closet. Oh, nice. This is a very good item. Yeah. In case it's, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Pretty good choices. Okay. Very good. Key for a key. Hmm. So I got a key gem and a money. Yeah. I don't mind if it's a dead end. Because we got the foundation. We got the chance to get something decent over here. They're all not bad choices, but I might try and see if I can get a nursery. Yeah. I'm happy with nursery. Oh, dice, okay. Let's roll the dice. Okay. And we got a security door, okay. gonna try boiler room. Perfect. Right, now we can get to the basement door of the elevator. Alright, good. Concentration is real right now. There are 2 true boxes. There are 2 empty boxes, that is true. This box is empty. There are 2 true boxes, let's say that's true. There are 2 empty boxes, that's true. Okay. This one? Yeah, I'll go for this. Pretty good choice. Glad I used that now. Guest bedroom, morning room, but we can't go further on. I'll go for the guest bedroom. Nice. Nothing there. Alright, so we're doing good for steps now. Alright, so... not much point going there yet. Alright, let's go this way. Locked. I wish we had better choices, but well. Get in trouble. I'm gonna go back to the courtyards to dig some holes. Don't remember seeing holes anywhere else. Oh yeah, there's some here as well, yeah. And then we can use the money to buy some gems. It's just keys that I'm worried about now. So, I need a way to get keys. Oh, we didn't go through that door, did we? Okay. Mailroom. Laboratory. Alright, there's no items here, but we got a parcel, so happy with that. Yeah, I definitely went through there. Okay. I'm actually gonna go for this. Dang. Was hoping to find a key. I think I got a bit greedy. I should have probably just gone for the morning room. Oh well. We had a pretty good run going though. It was decent. Oh yeah, the parcel's here. I'm gonna start going this way. Alright. Gems are not in this box. The blue box is true. The gems are in this box. Okay. This one's saying the blue box is true. So if it's true, the gems are not in that one. The gems are in this box. That could be false as well though. Let's say that one's false. No, that wouldn't make sense. So, let's say that's true, that's true. The gems are in this box, that'd be false. That's true. I think this one's false. Ah, no. Probably should have gone for the black one. It's a bit unfortunate. But we do get the extra steps, so it's not terrible actually. Of course, a dead end would have been more ideal. Alright, so it's just this way now. Alright, we gotta be good with what we get. We'll, gonna have to. Alright. Luck is on my side. Alright, so we got a sail. Literally. Sail. It's a sail. Yeah, it's literally a sail. Alright. I don't like the die one, it's too risky. I have a 1 in 3 chance of failing. Oh yeah, it's a drawing room, yeah. The classroom is a drawing room. If you draw a drawing room floor plan... Hold on. Drafting? Oh shoot, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for that one. I always get them confused. Dang it. Hate all those options. Right now. Wait, are we more likely to draw the drawing rooms or something with this experiment? Yep, gonna have to go for this one. Nice. The shop isn't bad. Oh, we got a sale. Oh, we got... Again, yeah, can't. Freaking draw it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like I should go back because I need keys and gems. So just checking if there's anything in here as well. Oh, come on, not even a key or a gem. Dang it. Like, I won't be able to get a shot because I have no gems. But boudoir would be good. Ooh, secret garden. Hello. Yep. There we go. I got some very bad choices. To be honest, they're not good. it doesn't fit. Dang it. It needs to be like there, doesn't it? I think. Ugh, that freaking sucks. Can't lie, I feel like I'm hitting my head against the wall right now. I'm like, come on, come on. Architects in. Oh, because we got 6 drafting rooms. Ugh, that was really unfortunate. Alright guys, I have done it. Oh my goodness. So before we go through the run, I'm just gonna import the trophy data onto my main save where I did like the base game and everything. So yeah, we can import that so that we have the, what's it, the cursed trophy? Yeah, it's called the cursed trophy. Of course, very fitting. Very good. So I'm gonna import it and then we're gonna talk about my run. Right, so I'm just gonna take this with me. Let me have a look. What colour's the trophy room? Trophy room. What colour is it? Blue. Alright, we'll set it to blue. Might be able to draft it. But yeah, let's import that trophy data. There we go. Alright, so data files, import trophy data. Select. So we want to go to curse mode, 2 trophies. So we've got the inheritance and the curse trophy. Import. Very good. So now we just need to return to the menu, exit, and just end the day. But we can check the trophy out first with all the others. It shouldn't take that long. There we go. We got it. Right, so the trophy is over here. So the cursed trophy, awarded for prevailing against all the odds and reaching room 46 on cursed mode. So yeah, we got it. And I'm not covering the trophy too badly, but I can step away. There you go. Yeah, it's right there. We can't crouch in this game, can we? I think crouching would have been a good option. Or a zoom button. Yeah, that would have been good. But yeah, let's go ahead and save and quit. But yeah, we have got the trophy, so now let's go ahead and show off how I managed to get the trophy and talk about it with you guys. Okay, so this is the successful run, and I didn't start the recording straight away, but I'm going to try and talk about it the best I can. So I drafted the tool shed to get some tools, and from the entrance hall I made the breakfast nook, utility closet, the workshop, pantry, commissary, bedroom, the parlour. We're currently in the bedroom right now, and there's the parlour. the courtyard. And I'm going to talk about a few things because I did manage to find a lot of items. As well, you know, thanks to the shed and all that. And I bought the shovel from the commissary, which is quite close by. And I also drafted the drawing room, the veranda, security nursery, billiard room, and something else. But as you can tell, I have an experiment, and I managed to get a really good experiment from the laboratory. And I remembered hearing about this when I was watching guides about some tips on, you know, for curse mode to maintain steps, because steps are a really big issue since you only get 13 when you start the run, which is very small. So basically I picked the one that would give me 40 steps every time I draft a room that costs 2 gems or more. And yeah, honestly I just got very good draws, and for the majority of like the run I did make some good decisions, but there were some that were not great, and I can talk about those in a moment, because there are some examples that were not great. So basically things like I went to the wrong room at the wrong time. Like I just made a poor choice. Like I should have stopped and thinked properly. Like there's one mistake I did where I and you will see it in a moment. So very risky. Oh yeah, not quite. So from the foundation I drafted the spare bedroom, but I drafted a dark room, and it was a little bit risky, but I thought, you know what, I'll just go for it. And I realized that I had the utility closet, so I was like, okay, I'll just go to the utility closet, flip the switch. And what I didn't do, because what you're supposed to do in order to find the item in the dark room is that you have to go into the dark room, go out of the room, go to the closet, flip the switch, and then it should be working. So that was the mistake that I made. But like I said, you know, thanks to the rooms that I have set up, the items, and the experiment, the steps that I lost were basically negligible, because I got pretty lucky with what I drew. And also, as this is kind of the good thing about it, is that I had rooms that had spread, and the first one that we got, like I showed, was the office, and you know, I was able to pick up extra coins that I, you know, from rooms that I already went to. So I was finding all these coins that I could use to buy things. So really it wasn't like a bad thing, it's just that I wasted a few steps from like this little silly error that I did. But whilst I was here I was like, okay, let's just buy some gems, because why not, we got the money. So yeah, very important to do that. And as well, I didn't want the negative effect of the dark room to cause the drafts to be, you know, invisible, to not know what they are. So obviously I went to the utility box at the wrong time, but I did fix that later on. So yeah, just a minor mistake, and there were other ones similar to this, but not, I'd say this is probably the one mistake I did which was very silly. So I was mad at myself, because I was like, no, because I did it wrong. So, you know, sometimes depending on what's going on with the run, you can get away with silly mistakes like this. You know, it happens, we're human. So I went back to the utility closet, flipped the switch, and then, you know, everything was merry. And I didn't have to come back to it. That's it, done. And I also managed to get the security key card, and unfortunately I only managed to find one security door, or two. So that was the only thing that was unfortunate, but I did get a lot of keys in this run, so I got pretty lucky to have enough keys with what I drafted throughout. Because there were some issues with keys at some point, and you'll see that later on, because at one point I have a lot of keys, but they do disappear quite a bit at certain points. So from the dark room I was like, let's just go ahead and make the west wing so that I could go up and down. Lost a key, but oh well. And I decided to go south so that I could draw some helpful rooms, and then I drafted the den. And yeah, there's the chest there as well. I did pick up the hammer from the workshop, and from the shed, the tool shed, I managed to pick up the watering can and the... Was it? No, it was... no, it wasn't a metal detector. No, actually, yeah, I think it was a metal detector. But yeah, I drafted the pool room. This was very helpful, by the way. Very good that I drafted the pool room, and I'll talk about why later. And also I had the sleeping mask and the nursery, so I was able to get steps from bedrooms, so as well as the experiment, this was super helpful for maintaining my steps. So yeah, steps weren't an issue in this run, and I had to re-record this audio, and it's definitely working now. I've like double checked everything's working, but I took nearly 200 steps in this run, believe it or not. So at this point, as I decided to make the observatory, and this had some pretty good constellations. One of them was 2 chests in the entrance, so I did go back to those, similar to what I did with the utility closet, and it definitely paid off when I did do that. But I decided to just stay where I was and just, you know, focus on trying to climb higher to, you know, the top to room 46. So this is why the pump room was good, because I drew the locker room quite quickly, and it was a straight path upwards, so I was very happy with that. And similar to the office, it causes keys to spread throughout the rooms, and you know, this pays off later on, and we'll talk about it. I did also waste a few keys in the locker room. Some of the closets were actually helpful, so it wasn't necessarily a waste. I think there was only 1 locker that was empty, but the other, I opened like 3 lockers and the other 2 were decent. So yeah, of course I went for the spare bedroom. I'm so glad I got this for the upgrade disc. Very helpful room to have, especially when you have the nursery active. So at this point, I just opened the door with a regular key, and I found a silver key in one of the chests I opened up. And for this I went for the rumpus room, because I thought money could be helpful for the commissary or anything else. And then I drafted 2 dead ends, and I decided just to stick with the mail room. I did get rid of the red room, so, because no, I'm not going for a red room. So thank goodness I had that dice. So I just settled with the mail room. Wasn't anything particularly helpful. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just draft it in case I need it for, like, if this run does fail. So yeah. It's funny because I found a few tomorrow rooms that are actually pretty decent. I think I didn't draft the morning room though. That was the one tomorrow room that I didn't draft. So I managed to do pretty well. And on that, I also got very lucky with the gems as well. I don't know how I managed to do so, but there was a locker that had 2 gems in here. I think also what helped is I had the watering can, so that, you know, helped keep my gems quite high up. That was the empty locker. And then this one had 2 gems, and then the other one I opened up had an apple, so I probably shouldn't have opened a 3rd one, but I thought, screw it, I'll just go for it. But yeah, I probably should have played it a bit safe. But I wasn't too mad about it. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I just focused on going higher and higher until I could, you know, get a good room. And this is when the run started to go into my favour. And I wasn't happy with these rooms because I obviously wanted to go up from this direction. So I rolled the dice and I got the Great Hall. And I thought I'll take the risk, because even though I do lose the key, it could be helpful to open up the antechamber. Since to open up the antechamber you need either the greenhouse, the secret garden, the Great Hall, the weight room if you have the powerhouse, powerhouse, and something else top of the west side. I keep forgetting which one it is. And then obviously the entrance to room 46 is underground. And at this point I was trying to figure out where the metal detector was picking up what was metal. And I was hoping it was the key, but the metal detector picks up money as well. So there's always the chance that it's not going to be keys or money, whichever one you need. So, you know, you just have to be mindful of things like that. So obviously there was no keys on the opposite side though, because the beeps were far few in between, because if you hear a frequent beep, it means it's very close. So I decided to play it safe and just open this door, because all doors are locked in a great hall, in a great hallway, in a great hall. So I was like, I'll leave it for now. And I got the boudoir, which is actually pretty good, because I gain the extra steps and I get a gem. So yeah, I'm very glad that I got a nursery when I did. And then this is also a really good room, the boiler room, since, you know, the shape of it. And it perfectly connected the billiard room to this room, as well as creating a path upwards. So I was very happy with it. Although with the actual boiler room, I didn't power it on. And my reason being is that I noticed from playing curse mode, and of course with previous runs, is that when you activate the power, more rooms show up that benefit from power, and that can include red rooms or hallways, which I don't want. So it probably would have been similar to this. So I was like, I'm just going to play it safe. I'm just going to, you know, pick a normal room. And it was unfortunate because I got a hallway. It was unfortunate at this point. I was worried. I was like, oh no, I need keys. But then I realized I have the locker room and I have a metal detector. So, perfect item to have to help me go on a scavenge, a little hunt for keys. So I did a little bit of backtracking so that I could like get some stuff. And obviously the spread was still in effect with the office, because there were some rooms that I didn't go to. That dropped the coins, that spread the coins. But of course I was mainly looking for keys. And yeah, it was unfortunate because there was literally one door or two that were security locked. And I had the key card and the utility closet, so, you know, security doors were useless. To, you know, like for the run, as in they wouldn't stop me. So yeah, it's a shame that I didn't get that many, because I was hoping I would. But you know, thanks to the locker room, that was a huge help, a huge help. And I did get quite lucky with digging up some keys in certain areas, which is why I thought the veranda would be good. So yeah. And there was a key back to back, one in the courtyard and one in the parlour, which was super helpful. Very lucky to have that. And this bedroom being here. It was kind of clutch, honestly. And then I was just counting my steps to make sure I could get back to the hallway. And I thought, you know, if I can get a room that's 2 gems or higher, I'll be fine. But yeah, I found 3 keys just backtracking, which is amazing. And then I was trying to figure out if there was anything I could make in the workshop, but there wasn't anything helpful, really. I was like, no, I'll just keep what I got. It was mainly there in case I was able to craft the power hammer, because I can get to the basement area if I use the power hammer outside. So it was kind of like a backup if I needed to get to, you know, the underground section. Say, like, if you haven't found the foundation. But yeah, to be fair, I got pretty lucky. I think this run, it just went, for the most part, very smoothly. Or at least I had stuff set up to, you know, benefit me. So the locker room, the office, yeah, they were great. They were super helpful. And the fact that I had these steps that I was gaining from the experiment. and the bedrooms, they just came in clutch, and the rooms were perfect positions for when they showed up. There's only a few that were not like perfect, and this, speaking of perfect, this choice was so good because not only did I get a key, it was the one where the antechamber door was for the right side. So from that point I was like, okay, I need to go to the right side of the map of the manor. And at this point I thought I may as well just try and see if I can open the door that was here, so I could hopefully get like a decent room that would help me out. And to be fair, I got quite lucky because I decided just to go for the sauna and it actually had a key in it. And as well, tomorrow rooms are good if you mess up the run, so there was that as well. And yeah, I found it crazy that I managed to get so many gems in this run, and I didn't even, have like things to help me find more gems. I just bought tons of gems or got lucky finding them. So yeah, I had tons of gems. And then at this point I was like, kitchen is perfect because it's the only one that has the door and I can buy food if I need to. And then another key, so I was so glad that I managed to find lots of keys. The pump room, so of course, getting the pool, drafting the pool was great for this because it was the perfect room layout I needed to advance. And then of course, gym, I was like, I can deal with it, I can bite the bullet, even though it does take me down to one key. It was just the matter of steps, and of course, since I turned off the power, I wasn't worried about losing the steps. But this was when things started to go in my favour, because I drafted a room with 2 gem costs with the music room. And basically, I didn't actually realise it, but this is what guaranteed me to win the run, was I had enough enough steps as well as that, to get to the foundation, open up the basement door with the basement key that we just got from the antechamber, go back through the foundation, through the manor, to the antechamber to get to room 46. So yeah, you can do it in less than 40 steps. So yeah, it basically guaranteed it for me. And for funsies, I was just opening up these rooms, seeing what I would get, So I thought in case I needed more keys, I would just like get the locksmith to possibly get the secret garden key, just for funsies. And I didn't quite clock on at this point, but I basically guaranteed that I could win the run. I think I was just like a bit too in my head of being like, oh, what if I don't have enough? What if I, what if I need to deviate, go to the hallway to draft something to give me more steps or something like that. I think I was just overthinking it. But yeah, I just bought keys just in case I needed it because I wanted to see what was by the hallway. And I did get very lucky as well because I drafted a very good room, and it's actually pretty funny what I drafted, because you'll see why later on towards the end of the run. So I decided, because of the cost of everything, I was like, well, the obvious choice is the vault, because ballroom, useless, it'll take me down to 2 gems when I have 7. So I was like, I'll just spend 3 gems to get the vault, and then, I get the steps, I get money, because I thought the money might be helpful. And we got the showroom, which was pretty rare. So yeah, had a little scan to see if there was anything in the vault, but no, because I haven't been able to use a deposit key to open one of the locked boxes, so yeah. So this is when I was finally like, okay, I can go to the foundation. And yeah, I think it was at this point when I started to realise that I could actually finish the run. So I was being very careful to make sure that, I did everything correctly. and you know, I'm not doing stuff, like I'm not messing up. And yeah, I managed to get the foundation at a pretty nice spot, quite close to the entrance, but it's kind of like in the middle, near exact, but it is slightly closer to the entrance of the manor. But yeah, not too far away to get close to the, you know, to get to the antechamber in a swift manner. So yeah, pretty happy. And then this is when I opened up the basement key, and then I managed to solve the puzzle, but I'm not going to show it all. So I'm basically looking at the edited footage over here, but I basically cut out the puzzle because I've shown it off so many times. We did it in demo mode as well, so I'm not going to show off the entire solution again. So I'm just going to skip to when I solved it, when we got to the button to open up, you know, the little bookcase thingy, so that we could get to the lever underground. And then I think there's another cut in a moment as well when I get to the lever, because, you know, again, we've done it so many times, so I don't need to show every single little bit, you know? But obviously, just to, you know, show that the run is authentic, I'm trying to not make too many cuts, you know, like too many major cuts. Because, you know, it'll be like, oh, why is this different? But, you know, you can tell from the currency and the steps, it's like the exact same. And even when the day ends, you know? No trickery behind it at all. But yeah, this is basically getting towards the end now. When I just got to the underground tunnel. And then another cut with the underpass when I hit the lever for room 46. Oh, this still gives me goosebumps. It's so good. Yeah, honestly. Ugh. I swear there was some divine power behind it, because I was like, you know what, I'm getting so fed up with trying to do this, like, run. You know, I was like doing it back to back, just recording it, and I was getting like no, you know, not much progress done at all. And thank goodness, because no joke, the first attempt, which is this, that I did, you know, off camera, when I was like, I'll do it in my spare time when I can just chill, no camera, whatever, you know, I can just play the game and just chill. The one time I do that, it's the perfect run. So, you know, I guess I just needed that day to step back, come back to the game, and then things will work out. But yeah, no joke, it was the first attempt after I, like, because there was a original recording where I was like, okay, I'm getting no luck, I'm gonna do it in my spare time. And that was from a bad day 27, but I cut it. I was like, nah. Like, you know, I did actually render the video as well to be like, okay, so I'm gonna try and do curse mode in my spare time. You know, just like, may include it in a video in the future, but yeah, I actually managed to do it very quickly, because I honestly thought it would take me more attempts than this to get to room 46, so I feel like my luck with demo mode was very good. Curse mode, I'd say fairly lucky, yeah. Like, I had a really good run and everything worked out nicely. But also I did have, you know, the actual permanent buffs in certain areas to help me out. Things planned ahead of time to help me get to the end, so, you know, it's not just like things were perfect in that sense. I did prepare. And oh my god, nodding yes, because I bought the moon pendant. I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy this because I got the money. So that's what I did with the money. I bought the moon pendant, but I'll let you guys watch this cutscene, so yeah, enjoy.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
Oh, he's so sweet. So there it is. Mount Holly, your new home. The funny thing is, I think I managed to draft like a mechanical shop house thing. It doesn't say it because it's your new home when you get to room 46 for the first time. But yeah, I think I made like a mechanical shop house thing. Yeah. Because of the cogs on the left side of the screen. And you can see a big cog on the front of the house. That sounds a bit wrong, big cog. But you get what I mean. And as you can see there, 179 steps taken, which on curse mode is crazy. That is wild. And then items found 10, new rooms 5, total rooms, is that 41? I think it says 41 from here, it's a bit hard to see. And then rank reached 10 of course, but yeah. So things just worked out really nicely on this run. I was very happy with how it all played out. And this is when I hit save and continue so that I could pick up the cursed trophy on the following day. So creepy as well, it's still a red sky. And there's the steps from the sauna. So of course we got the inheritance trophy. And what we came here for, the cursed trophy. We did it, we prevailed. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching guys, I'm so glad that I managed to actually do this cursed mid run. Oh my gosh, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to pull it off. And you can see the moon pendant there for when I got the run complete. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. And next time I'm going to be doing some attempts on day 1 runs. Just like a fun little video to show it off. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time for when we try to complete blueprints so that we can get the day 1 trophy.